at your service. And we're going to call this the New Paradigm Gathering Update. I will be following this with a mystic view, but first I just wanted to kind of do this separate GMoP business, Global Mission of Peace. So Global Mission of Peace had its first official outreach gathering. We've had a lot of it's called in-family gatherings, and now we decided to take our family on the road and give other people some time to spend with Global Mission of Peace and what that feels like. Because the feeling of it is really what's important, the connection of the hearts, and just getting to know each other and feeling, really being able to feel in your gut the possibilities and how we are making things happen. And we're not waiting for anybody's permission to do it. We're just beginning it. And that's it's gonna take some intrepid people. And fortunately, we're attracting that type people who just have had enough with the way things are, and realize we have to figure out a different way of doing things. And of course, attendant to everything Global Mission of Peace does and hovers in the background is the funding for projects. For humanitarian projects, and especially geared towards the entrepreneurial types who really have a good eye towards what's needed and how to get it done. Really can-do people, and then giving them the funding to make it happen. And so, but at the same time, along with the entrepreneurs are the people who will want to work with these people, and that's part of what our gatherings are: is networking and finding out, who has the real ability to manage things, and who has a desire to be a part of something that's well managed. And so these gatherings are starting to create these, I guess in a way you could call them think tanks, but it's that's kind of like a corporate term. But they function as ways of brainstorming, is what I guess is probably the better word. And so we had our first one on December 6th outside Philly. It was hosted in a really beautiful, partially a yoga studio, but this woman has a really good layout with different kind of ante rooms. She has her own private office that was completely off limits. But there was a room off of her office, and there was a room across the hall. And then there was the kind of the large room that we had the gathering in. But these extra rooms really allowed for a little getting away. It's also where some of the food was. She made an excellent khichdi, which is an Indian food, but kind of an Ayurvedic preparation that helped restore me to really to life. I had been undergoing some pretty heavy attacks that were just about whacking me out of my body, quite literally. And her khichdi really helped bring me back up. Her name is Joanna. And she's also a fantastic Ayurvedic teacher. And if I was going to have a doctor, she would be my doctor. And just a beautiful energy. The same smile, calm smile, and kind of like her aura was the same at the beginning of the day as it was at the end of the day. I've never seen such grace and balance with somebody kind of undertaking something large, making it happen, and maintaining poise throughout. And then, of course, there was Lucy and Mary Beth, who really pulled it all together. They were the ones in charge of making it happen. And with Joanna, they did make it happen, and it was a great success. And we have been invited, Global Mission of Peace has been invited to come to the Minnesota area. So it looks like our next Global Mission of Peace gathering will be in the Minnesota area. Of course, it's, weeks away minimally. And of course, we're going into winter, so who knows how tricky that might be, and whether that, if that is in fact our next one, or the one that'll happen once winter breaks. But things are happening, and it was just a great success on every level, and mostly the heart level. Lots of hugs were given out. I was a part of that hugging brigade. And Butch and I provided some live music. So he played the banjo, I played the bass. He sang some of it. It was all original compositions of Butch's that we played. And then I introduced my song, originally titled "True Mission of Peace," because how it started, "True Vision of Peace," but global mission of peace. And I introduced that song, and I sang it live. I had all the instruments playing behind me, and I sang it live, and I sang it to the ambassador because he brought it all together, and it was kind of like giving our mission some music. I don't know if it's quite a theme song, but it's certainly a soundtrack. And so it was my kind of coming out with this song, presenting it to him live. And I have it up on SoundCloud, so I will put a link to it on my YouTube channel for the. Like I said, the title is "True Vision of Peace," but the words "global mission of peace" are sung more often because we have turned the vision into a mission. And so I think that'll probably wrap it up for this new paradigm gathering update, and how well it went, and the fact there was live music, there was great food, there was great discussions. We had a surprise visit by the RD, also known as the Red Dragon, which is a surprise to us all, and he was moved to do it. Checked in with God, and God said, "Yes, visit these people and speak to them." So for those of us in Global Mission of Peace, that was a real treat, and a really big surprise. And for some of the people, again, we had people who are completely unfamiliar with Global Mission of Peace. I've just seen some of the videos, but as far as like what we are as a mission and how we operate and what we're like as people, well, people came and found it, and they didn't want to leave. And that's exactly what we're building, where you meet people you don't want to leave their company because you finally have found your family. And with this family, we're going to do great things on this planet and rebuild it and reclaim it. So that'll close this new paradigm update, and I will then get ready to do a mystic view. Thank you for joining me. Bless you. God bless you.